Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer, and I'm out on another of my heritage landscape and nature walks. And this morning I'm on the behest actually of one of my viewers, a chap called Marcus Richards, who told me about a curious monument, said maybe I'd like to go and find it, and actually I would. So that's the purpose of this walk. Now, he gave me a route from Worthing, where I live, and it's a much easier route, but I have walked that way many times, so I thought I'd do a slightly different way. So I'm starting off on a route that I have done before, parked up at Washington in West Sussex by the church, lovely church, and I've just crossed over the busy A24. We're at the north side of the South Downs, and I notice actually as I came down the hillside and then round to go up to Washington, that they'd been clearing a whole load of wood, trees. They'd been chopping them down, and they're all scattered along the side there, being gathered up. Presumably they're going to be used for something, maybe firewood in the future. But I just wondered why, because it appears to be on the verge, and I can't think that they were a danger or anything, but maybe they were just being grown purposely for that and then replanted, who knows. Anyway, so I'm taking a little route that I have done many times before, but I shall be turning off. So if I carried on, I have got a walk actually. I started this probably about 4 or 5 months ago. Started at the church and then walked over to Sullington. I'm going to I'll do a little bit of that, but I am actually going to turn and head up onto the North Downs, the South Downs from the North Slope, to see if I can find this monument. So I thought it was an opportunity to make a bit of a walk of it. Well, it is a lovely morning, I have to say. We're in April now as I film this, just after the bank holiday. And we've had hot, cold weather. The sun is shining. It is a bit cloudy at the moment. Well, there's cloud in the sky. It's not completely blue skies, but that's okay. But there's a cold breeze. So I've dressed, I'm hoping not overdressed, because you know what it's like. You can't always work out what's the best items of clothes to put on. I thought I'd got rid of my tweed jacket now, and even my lovely Mary Hammond jumpers. I thought, well, they're going to be relegated till next year, or at the end of the year, in the winter, autumn, and go on to my tank tops, which Mary very kindly, she's one of my viewers by the way, has knitted for me. But suddenly here am I back out in lots of heavy clothes again. But I just spoke to a chap on a bike actually who cycled down. I told him where I was going because he recognised me, and he said, oh yes, I've seen that monument, I don't know what it is. I said, well, I'm hoping that I can go and have a look at it and then show everybody else and they can tell me what it is. But he did say it was very exposed up there and was quite cold, so maybe I'm all right, although I'm hoping as the morning progresses that the weather will warm up. So we're going to make our way now up the slope really to the top of the downs. So there's a progression of lovely beech trees to go past and little lanes, so it should be quite pleasant. I've noticed all along this route up here on this little road, banks of this green plant with these long tongue-like leaves. I don't know if anybody can tell me what they are. They're absolutely covering the whole bank. They just look lovely. It's got a lovely sort of green covering to everything, and they feel sort of almost velvety. Fascinating. So do let me know if you know. So I'm walking on the path up, beginning to get up the hill, come through a little forested area, as you saw, with a few wild flowers and what have you, sun dipping in and out of the clouds. I should start to see views, I can't quite yet, through the trees behind me here, going down towards Sullington and Storrington. They both two villages, well, one a main village and one I guess a manor that presumably was some form of settlement. Sullington, a little village, because there was a farm, still is a farm, with a big barn that's now been, I think, converted or restored, and the church, of course. And then behind me, into the sunshine, you've got the undulating downs, which right in the background there would take you up towards Chantonbury Ring. I'm not going that way, I'm carrying on west, and I've got to head up this hill, and then at the top of this lane should actually take me to the clump of trees. So that will be a nice easy little walk to do. If I wanted to, I haven't parked my car in the best place, or sorry, my van. You can get onto the South Downs Way at the top, and then I could walk back eastwards, which would take me to, I could do that, I'm not going to, but it could do that, which would take me again to Chantonbury, but I could cut down to Washington into the village and then get back to the church where I've parked the van that way. I've just noticed, well, you can't help but notice really, there's a lot of these tree stumps here. I think they're dead by the looks of things, or maybe they are growing. Could be ash, actually. It could be ash growing here. But even on the fence posts, there's this incredibly bright yellow, almost a luminous lichen that's growing here. I guess it's because the sun is hitting it straight on. It's absolutely amazing. I just had to stop and have a look at it. I guess it's got a name, and somebody somewhere out there will be able to tell me what it is. I've got a book actually, so I will look it up when I get home. But yes, it's so nice to, so vibrant. It matches my matches my jumper. That tests your lungs capacity, that really does, climbing up there, which is rather good. The one blessing actually today is climbing up the north face. I didn't expect it actually, although there's more sun hitting me than I imagined. I thought I'd be in the shade a lot of it and therefore a bit colder, but also the wind, I don't know what direction it's coming from, but I'm clearly sheltered back that way. Now as I head up onto the top, we do get the lovely views. I do like the views, but also I'm going to be more exposed to the wind, and it has got a certain chill factor. But overall I think this year down in the southeast, we have actually, I mean, we've had a bit of cold weather, but nothing really dreadful. We have some more views here, which is lovely. So very close to where I want to be. Just pause for a second, take in the views, and get one's breath back. It's lovely. Well, I've arrived now, and here it is. For a moment there I thought the fence behind me was going to enclose this monument, but it doesn't. It's open and you can access it, so that's quite handy. So let's have a look, see what it's about. I mean, it's a great big, well, what looks like a sarsen stone actually. It's just here. And it must be, it looks like it's a bit broken actually, some bits are broken off. I don't know that it is, maybe it's granite. It's certainly interesting, I don't know, maybe somebody can tell me what it is. It's got a couple of bits broken off. I don't know whether that's the vandalism that has done it, but it looks like a three-seater. You've got what looks like a seating platform this side. Sorry about the wind if you can hear it. There's a seating platform here and a seating platform on this side. Yeah, three seats. And basically, I think it's for the views, because you get amazing views. Depending on where you sit, you get these incredible views. So you've got views going down to the south, to the sea. You've got views going across to Chantonbury Ring, and then beyond probably to Devil's Dyke and beyond that, and then on the third one you've got the views north, looking what looks like in the direction that it's doing. It's slightly north west up towards Blackpatch, or Blackpatch Hill, is it? No, Blackdown, which is right over that way. So yeah, really interesting. The subscriptions, so in loving memory of Charles Spencer Denman and Sheila Ann Stewart, it's got their dates on there. There's nothing on this one. And then the other one said, and their children, just coming around to look, Gillian Patricia McCall, 1945 to 1999. So if anybody knows who these people are, why it's here, I'd love to know. Oh, I feel a bit more sheltered in here. The wind is raging all around. What a lovely monument to have. Brilliant. Thank you, Marcus, for pointing this out. I've walked past this without noticing it many times. It's just tucked away around the clump of trees to my right here. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, don't forget to follow, like and subscribe, become a patron, and I'll be out doing some more walks looking at heritage, landscape and nature. I hope you've enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up if you have, become a patron and support what I do, and I'll see you on the next one. Till next time, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.